horse.
We feel so guilty. We don't like getting on the horse.
But we've got so much luggage.
We've got so much luggage plus Eden, and we could not walk an hour to get to the harbour. So we're on the horse.
For safety, we've got a 10-hour trip.
We've got a 10-hour trip on a slow boat, so it's going to be madness. It's going to be crazy, but we want to show you the realness of it all, and we want to show you how you get off this island
if you need to.
If you need to, when there's some sort of natural disaster happening.
But don't let go.
So we're at the harbour here now at Gili Air, and we're just waiting on our boat to arrive to the harbour. We've got our little ticket thing to get on the boat, and we're just going to a shop to grab some snacks for the boat because they literally just said it's going to be 9 hours till we get to Ubud. So it's completely crazy, but I mean it's an experience at the end of the day, isn't it? How are you feeling about it, Danny?
Yeah, a little bit nervous. 10-hour trip. It's going to be hectic. Here comes trouble.
Hello.
Hello. So we've made it. We're in the boat. We're on the way to Lombok.
Yeah. So this is the boat. I'll just show you guys. And then after that we get on a
big slow boat, which is like a big cruiser, which is going to be about 4 hours. Then we're on a bus. Oh, when we get there, we've got a bus for about an hour and a half. Then another boat for about 4 hours. Then another trip for about an hour and a half. So we're not. This is 11 o'clock now. We won't be home till about probably 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Lombok, but the mainland, a bit of a funny fishy smell here.
Yeah.
We're about to get on the bus for about an hour and a half drive. We're going to get on one of these buses, I think. Yeah, I don't like this place. Can't wait to get back to Bali. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Money? Oh, okay. Okay, no worries. 100?
100? Nah.
Oh god, no.
Nah.
No.
Huh?
20?
20, there you go. That's all I got, there you go. That's for you too. Share.
Okay. Sharing.
Okay, so we're just filming off the GoPro at this stage because it's a bit easier. We're carrying all of our luggage through Lombok. We've got Layla here. Communication barrier between the Lombok people and all of us here has been pretty shit. We don't know how long we're going to be standing here for. Could be 10 more minutes. We've already been here for about an hour. Or it could be another couple of hours, we're not too sure. Just want to hope we get on this bus and get to Ubud, but we've got to get the boat after the bus, so it's going to be a big trip. So we're just driving through Lombok at the moment, and a lot of the rubble and stuff that you'll see is the effects of a lot of the earthquakes here. It's still pretty much a third world country here, but it's just made it look a lot worse.
Yeah,
than what it probably should be, because this is broken houses everywhere.
A lot of poverty.
So much. I've never seen anything like it. I've never left the country.
Yeah.
But having our family drive through here in a bus full of aircon, it makes me feel so grateful.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, to be honest.
It almost looks like a bit of a war zone.
It does.
What we're used to.
It really does. It's can't wait to get on the boat.
Neither can I.
No thanks. So we're currently stuck here on Lombok again for an hour and a half.
But, cars are fucking coming. We're in a fucking... Okay, so we're now here somewhere in the middle of nowhere in what fucking country are we in? Lombok. We've got all these people around us. I don't know where the hell I am. I'm smelling smells I've never smelled before. I've got Eden on my back. No, and basically we've told now after that bus trip that we're going to be here for another hour and a half, when I thought that bus was meant to take us to the port. Yeah, it's if I knew that the long, slow boat was this slow, we haven't even hit the boat yet, I never would have come. And this is probably something to kind of think about if you want to come to Gili, you know.
Probably don't even go to Gili if this was to happen.
If this was to happen, it wouldn't be worth it. I just felt a raindrop, so there's a good chance it's now about to fucking rain. Lombok. This is the most intense time of my life. We've had to wait for about an hour and a half in Lombok, which is a very dirty place where we had to wait. We're now on this boat, which, you know, I'm a bit disappointed with the local people around here. I've seen them bullying a guy that obviously was deaf, and they were all making fun of him and pushing him around and stealing his money. It's just disgusting. Bali is beautiful, but this place isn't. We're jam-packed on this big boat. It's so hot. I just want anybody to know, if you're thinking of going to Gili Air, it's not all fucking photos and reef and sand. You can get yourself in a situation like this if it's an evacuation process. So it's disgusting.
Hello, guys, you want chip?
Thank you.
Hello.
So there's Eden, she's all nice and safe. She's asleep with Mum. We've been on the boat for a couple of hours now. But we only just, probably started moving about, an hour ago maybe? This is crazy. So things are starting to calm down a bit now. We're on the road back to, I think, Padang Bay, Bali. Nerves are still kicking in, but everything's going a lot more smoother. Still really hot. They got two air conditionings in here that looks like you probably buy them from Bunnings for about 300 bucks. Set at about 16, but they're not working at all. But other than that, it's all good. Let's go take a walk out the front.
Hey guys, it's the next day now and we're going to fill you in with a few details of what's happened. I'm just going to sit you guys down and Danny and I will just share with you our experience.
Got a slice of home to start this off, but
we're currently in Ubud.
Nice and safe.
So we're safe now, but you guys would have seen some snippets of what we went through, but
that's not even
we couldn't film a lot of the really traumatic things. I mean, I think I cried about 3 times.
I think there was a point where I started to tear up a little bit as well.
Yeah.
We should probably start with what happened when we got to the loading dock. So we were told it'll probably be a 4-hour trip.
No, I think we weren't. We were told it was going to be around 6.
4 to 6. I was told. We got to the loading dock and we were sort of told that we were going to get just like a local speedboat across to Lombok.
And that part was fine.
That part was fine. That was actually quite lovely. We had to get a boat trip from there. The water was...
You would have seen that it was like a bluey boat.
Pretty calm. It wasn't that bad. And then it all went to shit as soon as we got to Lombok. So as soon as we got off, it didn't actually pull up at a loading dock. We sort of had to jump into the water and we had our shoes on. And then trek up to some sort of office which was surrounded by some putrid smells and unfortunately...
It wasn't even an office.
Wasn't an office, it was more like a dingy box surrounded by some pretty heavy poverty. There was cats and all sorts of things roaming everywhere.
We had to stand there for an hour and a half.
An hour and a half just standing there. There was people trying to say, because we were with a company called Wahana and there was companies trying to pull us in buses saying we are Wahana when they're not and they could have taken us anywhere. We had a child with us, mind you.
Eden's asleep, by the way. perfectly safe. She's just on the bed having her daily nap.
And we waited around there for a bit. Then we got on the bus, and then you've probably seen a post I put up on social media where I kind of do a quick video of our surroundings. And they dumped us there for about an hour.
We were there for an hour just waiting, nowhere to sit.
Hundreds of just beggars that wouldn't take no for an answer, trying to grab our bags. You buy chip, water, Coca-Cola, bintang. And there's a point where I just said, God, F off, I wouldn't take it if it was for free. And then there was one kind act where this one man noticed we had a child with a beautiful Swedish family, actually grabbed us and put us in front of the line.
Yeah, but before that, you're skipping too much. So first we're getting pushed onto...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's so many people. There's probably 300 people.
We were getting pushed.
We were getting pushed like cattle.
We couldn't understand. For us, it just sounded like ba-da, ba-da, and they're just like yelling at us in this other language.
One of the men was yelling at me, like really bad, and I was like, what? I couldn't understand what he was saying.
And the boom gate landed on your shoulder.
Yeah, he put the boom gate down on me. And like hit me in the head and shoulder. I don't know if that was on purpose, because like I couldn't understand what he was saying. And so that really hurt.
When we're in the line, when we were lined up with hundreds of people, they were still haggling us. The smells were putrid. We looked to the right near where the police were, and there was this one guy that was deaf, so we couldn't talk. And he kind of made noises. Special needs. And when he spoke, he kind of spoke like. That's how he spoke.
Sad.
And there was a group of about 20 people around him, all making the noise at him, laughing, and there was one leader of the tribe that was pushing him and grabbing him by the scruff of the neck and punching him in the chin.
These aren't Balinese people.
No, Lombok.
Balinese people are beautiful.
Really lovely, but the Lombok were punching him in the chin, pushing him over, kicking him, laughing at him and going and making noises at him. Then he had a little bum bag on, grabbed his money, laughed at him, and the cops were just sitting there laughing too. They thought it was funny, and there's nothing we could do, because if we tried to stop it, we would get arrested.
He had nobody. He had absolutely nobody. He had himself, he had special needs, and he had all this tribe just like ripping him off, pushing him, poking him, stealing his stuff, roughing his hair up, pushing him in the dirt,
punching him in the face. I've seen multiple times.
Yeah, we had to sit there and watch this.
And watch that for about half an hour.
We couldn't do anything. The police were laughing. If we stood up for him, we'd be going to jail. We couldn't do anything.
It was disgusting, and I know not all Lombok people like it, but I tell you what, I've seen a very fake side. So yeah, after witnessing that very bad behaviour, we did finally get back on the boat, and as soon as we got on the boat, it was like a stampede of these local name I'm not going to say because I can't say it, and they just hounded in. I reckon there would have been 50 of them, of these same pricks, and they kept doing it again, like you buy that, and I said no, and then they would come back, no, the next one, no. And it was almost, it felt like we were on the trading floor of New York's city, but for bintang and chips and water. It was so intense.
It's not like Bali. People are going to be like, oh, that's what Bali's like.
No, it's worse.
This was intense. This was like...
Every single one of those people came up to me at least 10 times, so 10 times 50 is a lot. And the boat just sat there for an hour while this happened. And these same people were begging for money, playing victim, when maybe they should get their attitudes right, help their local people, stop picking on the disabled, and then trying to play victim in front of the Westerners. It was absolutely disgusting.
And then, do you know what else broke my heart? The disabled guy came on the boat.
They made him sing with a guitar at the front.
Yeah, they made him sing with the guitar at the front.
And he couldn't even talk. It was so embarrassing for him.
And then they made him walk around and get donations off people. And then they took the money off him.
It was just disgusting, but I'm telling you, this ship had so many people, and they're both mixed.
Hang on.
The toilets, oh damn.
Sorry guys, I know I talk about my weeing a lot, but I held on to a wee for 15 hours.
It was that bad.
That.
There was a poor Swedish girl in there that was crying and hanging on for about 6 hours, and the dad had to pick her up and hold her to hover above the toilet to go.
The hole, not even a toilet.
And I felt sorry for her because
a hole in the ground.
I used the cubicle trough and I nearly fainted and vomited all over the walls. It stunk so bad.
It stunk like disease. So I was going to go to the toilet because I really need to go. I just stopped drinking water because I was too scared to produce more urine.
There was people...
But I walked in there, I walked in there and all I could smell was like death.
Damn.
And I was just like, and there was all these people laying on the ground near the toilet, like sick with face masks.
Coughing.
You can't move in there. There's people all over the floors.
And that boat trip was about a good 9 hours.
I would rather have like bladder pain or something and not go to the toilet, because I'm not dealing with contracting something from these, but you definitely would.
There was like, in the whole ship, it was huge. So it was like maybe in each section, like one very bad air conditioner. It looked like it was a $300 job from Bunnings 10 years ago.
It was hot and sweaty, all the stinks.
Oh, and there was just people scattered everywhere, sick, extremely poor. Like, there's a lot of Westerners on there that were just like us that were amongst it, but there was a lot of locals on there too.
Heaps of locals,
that were just really, so sick and
really
malnourished.
Quite rude.
Very rude as well.
Not so much the females.
The males. Mainly the males.
The males.
The males.
Just, yeah, I got some weird looks a lot of the time because I guess I had shorts on and
yeah, so it's just
singlet.
It was really rude, and just the whole trip, that whole experience was crazy. And on top of it, we're going through 5-meter swell, so the boat's racking all over the joint.
And the boat stops for 2 hours in the middle of the ocean.
In the middle of the ocean, just decided to stop. Didn't explain why. We could have been sinking. There was a couple of guys surrounding the boats with ropes. So I thought we were going to have to transfer to another boat. Everyone was confused. The communication
so it was meant to last 6 hours maximum. It was a 15-hour day.
Yeah.
We didn't arrive to Ubud till
12 o'clock at night.
a.m.
12 o'clock at night.
In the morning a.m. So
morning.
It was nuts. And then we get off the boat. So we get off the boat and these people are coming up on the boat. They let all these scammers on, pretending they're part of companies that are taking you to your resort. And one of them was like grabbing my bag and arm, and I'm like, no.
I just kept pushing their arms, smacking them, going, strong man, I can do it myself.
And he was like trying to take us somewhere else, which I've heard that they take you
just
all over the country and then asks you for a lot of money for doing it.
But they kept trying to, because it wasn't the group that we were with Wahana are actually really good, this big boat that we were with was not a part of Wahana because they didn't have a big ship. We had to all use the mainland ship.
Yeah.
But I've got to thank again Buddha Bailey for telling us advice. We've make sure that you go with people with the shirts and the signs, because a lot of people are very convincing.
Yeah, they were trying to say they were with that company. And
yeah, so it's very important that you know somebody that's local to help you when you travel.
And like you haven't slept, and you know some people might think, oh, maybe they are them, but it wasn't. And anyway, so we had to walk down. We got off the boat, we walked down the street, down a laneway, and then we got on the shuttle bus, and then we came to Ubud. So
and we were pretty good from there. Like where we are now,
oh, it's so nice.
It's stunning. The lighting's not the greatest, so we can't show you too good now, but the next vlog will definitely show you.
We'll show you guys in our Ubud vlog. Today we're just chilling out in the villa. We don't want to do anything. Like, our stress levels have been through the roof. Danny's taken up smoking again.
I'll quit by the time I get home, but it's just helping me cope now. It's like, I just sometimes need those little breathers because it's been so intense ever since we got to Lombok.
Yeah, it was probably the worst thing ever. So anyone that wants to go to Gili Islands, not worth it, because if a natural disaster happens, you're on the slow boat. And
you're stuck on the island and you have to stay there for, it could be days, could be weeks.
So our choice was be stuck on the island for a week or go on the slow boat, and we chose let's go on the slow boat to get out of here. But if I had my time, I'd probably still go on the slow.
Yeah, I would, because the thing is,
I don't want to be stuck on the island.
Because if you're stuck on the island, you got very minimal choices. Like, it all looks glitz and glamour on these Instagram photos when you see the sand and stuff.
It was nice the first day, and then after that, like I was like, oh, I could be here a month. No way.
I couldn't be there. I will never go back there.
No.
Just purely for that. Like, look, the people were lovely. We met some great friends there behind the counters that worked in our hotel.
Yeah.
However, it's not worth it. Like, we've got probably, if not better, sand and beaches at our own hometown. Look, if you're from the middle of nowhere and you've never seen a beach before and you're ready for the adventure that could like maybe scar you for a while, go for it. And if you like adventure stuff and you want to see a bit of, danger, go for it.
Yeah.
Look, you might be lucky, you could go there and you might not have this experience. Unfortunately, we did.
Yeah, we had this terrible experience.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to warn people, because when you look on YouTube, I've seen so many families going there, so I thought it was safe. And I don't think it's a place for kids.
No.
At the end of the day, they're beautiful to the kids.
They are.
They're beautiful, and Eden did really enjoy it. She really did enjoy it.
But they can't they can't control what happens on the mainland, and they can't control what Mother Nature does. So keep in mind, you're surrounded by volcanoes. You got big open oceans, which you could have a tsunami at any time. Very highly prone to earthquakes, and hygiene's pretty crap.
Hygiene, yeah. We couldn't find any hand sanitizer.
There was only one cafe, which you would have seen our previous vlogs, Pucha Mama, and that's
we
all
just kept going back there. I went to one other place to get Mexican. Made me feel instantly sick. So we just kept going back to Pachamama or whatever it was called, because that was the only place that was like safe, I believe.
Yeah.
And no one could speak that much English.
Not at all.
So there was very bad language barriers going on.
It was very bad. Well, look, we don't want to make this too long, so we're going to cut this short. Thanks for following our journey. Look, it's not all doom and gloom. We're back in Bali.
We're happy to be back in Bali.
We're happy to be back. We've had some amazing times, as you would have seen. We just want to make sure, if you are planning on going to any remote island in the Southeast Asia sections, just be warned.
Especially with kids.
Especially with kids. Or if you're by yourself, and you know, it's probably be a lot easier. Once you've got a kid and you put them through that sort of situation.
She didn't know what was going on. She was not stressed.
Good.
She's not.
Lucky I had the backpack too, otherwise,
she's fine. She loved the island. She didn't know any different. So to her, she didn't have that stress. She slept on the boat. I don't know how, but she did. And she's fine. We've got to get going to eat now. She just woke up. All right, bye guys.